was more covered over daily update TV. So then I will show you medina now or subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share. Breaking news Bible to John say Ernest Kumi. Ernest Kumi or Kotia contempt of court no. COP Kofi Boakye leading by the national security. The Abeto John say Omo action finally Omo action. Because Kumi still na yede contempt in eche no se mo nko parliament enra echi wokoi enra eneso wasako parliament ama yede content eden achi Kumi abusua. This is a very interesting moment. I think say good news to be pa because enesi Kumi echere say until say the court can because ya check on the contempt that you still now call parliament abusua. That's is now no Ernest Kumi finally national security led by Kofi Boakye Omache no no Akroma court enti no source no ye JM Bakojo Facebook no source no abusua ya project no screen so wa bra ne ho nsem etwagu no na oso wo share dwumadie no ye fa credit ma JM Bakojo Facebook ono na Likee saa document ya ma yesu hu se Ernest Kumi breaking news etwagu ni say leading by Kofi Boakye national security on match because na was na so ayedin and now call parliament and so call parliament na just say onye na anyu say contempt na ye de ache no onye na anyu say otie na wasamete no ho de ama the national security by say no national security exam kan o match no my project no screen so da emfa asadama jemba kojo Facebook. God bless you.
Ana asophia o de bema no na se court ebua wo fo a ma no e ma kwan se wo bibi kan obetimi aka
okay
ho no ya na bo you tamper justice with mercy
okay
ho no ya ta ma ebia wo bibi kan otimi kan na se to asumpa ebia anka e bema 5 years a ni ama 3 years no
I see.
The judge has been a little merciful with you. But whichever way you look at it, you have to be physically present.
Okay.
Your presence is physically required in court before sentence can be imposed on you. Unless for some reason your presence, is impossible, then the court can choose to, sentence you in your absence. But we know he is within the jurisdiction of this court, which is within Ghana. Because we have only one high court.
Yeah.
Na nti enyam ne de kwa na de aka no one ne nyame if say ejina de court back
sentence ne de say no a court no convent no wa bua no kumfo na wa bua no fo no enya de a wo bedem
eno no de enyame na me judge ntimi nkan say nya de obedem bibi etimisi but the application de akoto court no de nya pemu no the court and convict him for contempt.
Okay.
And to attach him to prison. And only the court. Subject Bedia to say on the infant to a discretion I judge in the war. And at this stage, your court now convicting. So you're convicted. The next step a sentencing. And she sentenced a baswa, not a bad that sentence and you'll be enforced. And she said in the two. Whichever sentence our court may be decided to obey impose on him, a bit immediately.
Okay.
And to see an idiot, but you should be a Messiah, Nequa. Your best case, now Yamakota, yes, Nipa now, or now when you are convicted for contempt.
When you,
and your honor, Nasa, Judgment Aquena, never be all Becca, Utimika. Na sabi yote akokwa bikuna o mani su no man
yeah
ansana waja na kwan enti obibika na so timika na se to judge asoma ebia na judge ehuni mobo kakra but they do conviction oye then sentence beba whichever way you look at it no
okay
punishment.
I see but asem no ankasa no enam so ma mudi kopie mu asem di bia no fa no election no say panyin no muntumi nyini ntumu ma ne nyamra hye badwani mfa mamamfo ewo akwati abaton beso aso sa asem no ankasa minim se eda ho ya ye koyanim no eno so kwan be na modefa so
so eno no ye election petition in the no the eda court anim so eno no mu and the application for interim injunction a court no ejituma or the injunction at the tone so and injunction that done so now when book any court order interim injunction to a so-called parliament take now I can't say your injunction because that was so Boko him and I've been people watching no so me a bema me good means rohe into me pimping many our pimping anymore and no when book court order no and the home so a contempt is a bit PC mobile and the contempt in the main kind of say see and here name pempens one we are na yaduno I think be no court or mra
yeah
contempt you know I rent them kakra into no they say the do be a sentence no na no contempt name petition in the
okay
and then so about Johnny Q
I see
some cockota the beer could design
yeah
who are about the internet also contempt and Johnny so I had the Boakye GDS contempt people there and no sending alcohol and a normal circumstance it should not influence the petition itself
okay
but the petition on its own the evidence you on in himself and no see bidding kunimo
Mira, mamena say na me fa o AC.
Yo.
Mami Musa we in fa intro to metie fonti. E say no contempt ne bench warrant ya. Mo dia ma no timeline bia ni hu se bia ebre bi say Ernest ama ene judge na nkasa betena dwem no wa sentence ana say bibi atisa.
Kesi ane de owo Ghana. Enti ye prayer ho say judge nyanu onfa na so tembra awo na chi debi
okay
owa ene kwa nya nti ese nanka owo parliament no no
no ko di 30 seconds we parliament o
say ti ja leja ono so utilon odu edu no kan wura
wa yibam
enti oho ye wo mre court say yen chi ni mra Ghana police di omo pa bia me de bia me ka sa me say ya manfo ka say Ghana police omonye modime yi well kwan bi no me tiomase Ghana police obe na djuma yi a how boss yes ngofo do omoni mo majuma me ma ya djuma no 23 years as a lawyer o Ghana me ni police for time ta enti Ghana police se almost say wo Ghana akwose we kura akwose wo dampo akwose hifa wo Ghana ha se wo fi Ghana ha na se Ghana police ti on be chew wo Ghana ha me catch within 3 days to 1 week Ghana police on be chew and yeah, meaning the cancer some disease the friends and
opposite for abaso
the bomb abaso
okay
so mo can so be ya matter who he from be chew
dia nya wa akra say na dua be ba say afede ya kire na koma judge for
yeah mo say o mo can so be ya is it no e wo mo nsem
okay
e wo mo nsem ti e bia sama afa ba bia the Ghana police no ba bia I did bia
yeah
we don be so mo yo majuma there me say in these 3 days
okay all right
recall that sometime last week we moved an application to have Ernest Kumi convicted and sentenced to prison for his willful disobedience to the orders of a court of competent jurisdiction, that's the High Court of the Republic of Ghana. You would also recall that this case has been on since the 31st of December 2024. And the case essentially has been that Ernest Kumi, that's our case, that he was not validly elected. We followed up with a motion for interim injunction, which motion was granted for 10 days. Now, on the day that the Ernest Kumi was served with the said order, he filed an application to have it set aside. Now, the court heard the application and on the 6th of January 2025 dismissed it, and thereby insisting that he should not hold himself out as the member of parliament elect. He willfully disobeyed the orders of the court and went straight to parliament and availed himself for him to be sworn in as member of parliament. And he has since then been calling himself out as the member of parliament. We are a country of rules. We decided then to petition the court as pursuant and consistent with the rules of court, which is Order 50 of CI 47, that he had willfully disobeyed the orders of the court. Now the case was moved, the motion was moved, and it was slated for today for ruling. Today the court you would notice, you were all in court, that before the court gave his ruling, lawyer Gary Nimaku was on his feet and wanted to be heard, that he had filed some processes and thereby sought to stay the hands of the court from delivering his ruling. The court said, I don't recognize you. And I must say this, it is a bit shocking. And we lawyers don't usually critique one another or each other. I mean, because we have been trained not to. But I'm a bit surprised that Mr. Gary Nimaku would rise in open court in a contempt case, which we all know, we've all been trained and are aware that contempt proceedings are different from, because the standard of proof is even different. It has a different case number. And so what Ernest Kumi should have done was to either file an appearance or bring his lawyer to file an appearance. An appearance is done, it's a document that you need to file. Or because it's a quasi-criminal matter, like anybody who has gone to steal a sheep or a fowl, you have to be present in court to purge yourself of the contempt. You don't send a lawyer who has filed nothing. And you would recall that since the inception of this case, Mr. Gary Nimaku has always been coming to court, and he hasn't even filed an appearance consistent with Order 9 of CI 47. And this is serious, but we are waiting, and we will meet him at the Supreme Court. That's a different matter. But you see, today, the court said that I don't recognize you because you are not the contempt, no, you are not Ernest Kumi, and you haven't filed anything in this case. So who are you in the matter? So the court said, I won't even record you. And so that is why that arbitration happened, and then Gary had to be in his seat for the court to proceed. Now the ruling happened, and the court essentially is saying that indeed all the ingredients in all the authorities he listed proved that he willfully disobeyed the orders of the court, and that opinion about an order of a court, it doesn't give you the license to disobey it. Set aside, no court has to the interim injunction, and so he was completely out of order to disobey the orders of the court. And so the court said that when that happens, the law is clear. You need to be convicted and sentenced. And so the court today convicted him. That is, the procedure is that, you see, the court cannot give his sentence in a vacuum. So the court at this point has found him guilty. That's the meaning of the conviction. When the court says that you are convicted, it means that you are guilty of the offense. Now, because he was not in court, the court now says that he now issues a bench warrant like any other criminal. And the police, the national security, should go after him wherever he is and be arrested and brought to him in court for him to be sentenced appropriately. You would also recall that